I want to dive into you. This is your episode, and
God damn it.
I just want to let you know. First of all, let's get into some fun shit that people want to know about.
So gosh darn it, I'm so sorry.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm just kidding.
When we go to the Golden Bridge, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't know.
I don't know that bitch.
I mean, she liked my podcast. Like, she's pretty good. Let her in. I want to know a little bit about you before you know, like the Vegas you, that version of you. But before we get into that, just go ahead and click that beautiful picture with Jake Paul in it.
Oh my God.
Are you cool with Jake Paul right now or no?
I guess, yeah.
Your ex-hubby?
To my knowledge.
That's your husband, though.
That was in that moment. Yes.
Can we talk about that? What the fuck was that, bro?
What a time in your life.
Such a fucking, it's funny because I uploaded that vlog today of us in Miami and I clickbaited it. Like, Logan like said he was talking about this wedding moment and I was clickbaiting it, like Logan's real opinion on whatever happened. So it's like been prevalent today. Sincerely, I mean, we are me. I shouldn't speak on his behalf. It was a do anything for clout era.
So it's announced that it was kind of like a...
I mean, if you're live streaming a wedding with a fake Oprah and every influencer in the world there that's sponsored by Doses of Roses and every other sponsor.
Wait, are you talking about yours or Lele's?
I really don't know the difference. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. They are. I think they'll last far longer than this moment lasted.
I couldn't do that on impulsive, bro. Fuck, who's gonna fire me, my sister? Dude, fuck you, by the way, because I didn't know that shit was fake, and I'm sitting next to Pam, and when the fight broke out, I tried to protect her and got punched straight in the fucking nose.
And it's funny because right before that, like a couple weeks before everything, it was like talks of a PR stunt at the wedding were getting kind of flooded in the meetings, obviously, because people have meetings for real weddings, you know. And I was like, I don't think we necessarily need a PR stunt. This is the PR stunt.
Yeah, the whole wedding.
So the fight of it all was not my idea or cosign or anything. And Pam Stepnick's the best, dude. She's just, we love it. She's so supportive and awesome.
Nah, yeah, that's absolutely, that's great.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I was just on Josh Peck's podcast and we were talking, he was kind of talking to me about how he was on Drake and Josh and he was, and these are his words, I would never say this, he was the fat kid and everyone loved him for that. And that character did so much for so many people, but he spent so much of his life then trying to get away from that. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that kind of comes with fame and shit. And I'm sure you can attest to this with even something like Impulsive. You do major, massive things in your career that will forever be bullet points that people kind of talk about and bring up. And to me, this was now so long ago that I've processed it in every possible way that you could process it. You know what I mean? Like I cared about him so much and there was very much so real feelings there for me and stuff like that as well. But obviously if there were no cameras, would there have been a wedding? No. You know what I mean? Like that was a PR
Wait,
stunt.
you guys were actually like...
I'm not speaking about him in any...
Okay, but you had feelings?
Yeah, I for sure really cared about him. And you know what I mean?
He's a great kid.
He is. And I wish him like nothing but the best now. And it's been so long. And it's like, it's just, I know that it's something people will always bring up. But now I'm just kind of like, to me, that was just a day where something happened. And maybe a year where things happened and stuff like that. But I can now say that I've just like moved on from that like chapter and it's funny to look back at and it kind of goes in the bullet points of my career along with TanaCon and whatever the fuck else I'm sure you could throw in there, you know?
It was like one of your greatest roles. You know?
Oh my God.
Well, also it's cool, bro. Like think about like, I know whatever you feel about it now, regardless of how you feel about it, like, dude, a lot of people are going to remember that.
For sure.
And so you are tied in with their memories. And I think that's a really cool thing to like, it was just, I'm glad I was a part of it. Even though I got punched in the face. I know like there's a lot of memories in that day that I was like, dude, this is, we don't see it now, but one day when we're older and we have our families and everybody's doing their own thing, these are the memories that we're going to remember. And you started that one.
Yeah, for real.
For sure. I agree with that 100%. Like I can look back at all of the memories I had in my Paul era and I'm so grateful for them and I wouldn't trade them, you know, like it was so much fucking fun and it was crazy. And I remember the moment like on the way to the wedding where we kind of looked at each other and we were like, I think we both had like multi-millions of story views and like just knowing how many people were like looking at this shit and being like, this, no matter how we feel about it as people, this is like a part of some internet, maybe some YouTube history, maybe some, this is, you know, like I can understand the gravity and weight of how many people's eyes were on that and maybe what that moment means to other people and shit like that, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If we could go back in time and talk to a 16-year-old Tana, what was her heart heading towards? What was her fears? And then my third question is, did you think you were going to be where you're at right now?
I guess just to answer the third one, absolutely not. I had no idea. I've always been a very take it day by day person. Like even today, I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm very in the moment. Like I am, you know, I prepare for the future, all that fucking shit. But I mean, I like to really take things moment by moment. And what did you say? What were her fears and what were
what were your fears? Like I think at 16 years old, I think everyone's fear at 16 is kind of something you fear at your age now.
Yeah.
So what was it?
Sure.
What was it that was haunting your heart that you were, you know, were scared of the future?
I think that I very much knew that this was, I don't ever want to say like my one shot, but like that this was all I had. Like that, like what I was building and what I was doing and stuff like this was kind of my way out of a life that I really didn't want. So you know what I mean? I knew in that moment, like
what was the shot?
All you got, I guess, to make a successful life for myself, maybe.
Were you doing this at 16? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. What age did you start this whole like?
I started vlogging at like 15 probably.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, I just started to kind of notice that people might like it at like 16.
What inspired you?
So I think I grew up watching YouTube crazy. And I still am like at heart, I will forever be a YouTube nerd. It is like who I am to the core. Even to this day, nothing will make me happier than making a vlog and posting it. It's the thing I'm the most passionate about and like love so fucking much. You know what I mean? So
That's awesome.
I grew up watching YouTube and I was always just very obsessed with the idea of like, I loved Shane Dawson. I loved Jenna Marbles. I loved like Smosh, like all those OG like type of YouTubers. And I was obsessed with the idea that I could leave my life that I didn't like for 5 minutes of my day and engulf myself in someone else's and forget about all my problems and laugh with them. And I was obsessed with the idea of being able to do that for someone else, you know?
I love that. Okay, so you were escaping your reality and helping others escape theirs.
I guess, yeah.